Making headlines. President Dr. Muiz and First Lady Sajida arrive in Bangalore as part of their state visit to India. Governor of Maharashtra emphasizes the long-standing bilateral ties between the Maldives and India in multiple sectors. And the Finance Minister highlights the investment opportunities for Indian entrepreneurs in the Maldives.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum. Welcome to PSM News in English with me, Hafiz Abdul Sattar. And now the news in detail. President Dr. Mohammad Muiz and First Lady Madam Sajida Mohammed arrived in Bangalore as part of their state visit to India. They were greeted by the Minister of Higher Education and District in charge Minister for Chikkabalapur of the government of Karnataka upon arrival.
During their visit, President Dr. Muiz and the Maldivian delegation will engage in discussions with the local business community. The President will participate in the India-Maldives Business Forum, marking the third such forum during this visit, following similar events in New Delhi and Mumbai. These forums are crucial for fostering investment as they attract Indian business leaders interested in opportunities within the Maldives. At the forum, the President will showcase various business and investment prospects in the Maldives, including initiatives in the digital economy, financial services, tourism and renewable energy. He will also promote ecotourism, wellness tourism and film tourism as avenues for growth. Later, they will meet with the Maldivian community residing in Bangalore, a city known for its significant population of Maldivians pursuing higher education and medical care. The President aims to connect with residents in various cities during his visit, assuring them that the Maldivian government is committed to providing essential services to Maldivians living abroad. The President and his spouse is set to conclude their visit to India tomorrow.
Governor of Maharashtra C.P. Radhakrishnan emphasizes the long-standing bilateral ties between the Maldives and India in multiple sectors. He highlighted the close relations between the two countries when he paid a courtesy call on President Dr. Mohammad Muiz.
During the visit to Maharashtra, the governor warmly welcomed President Dr. Muiz and his delegation. He expressed his gratitude to the President and his delegation for visiting Mumbai. The governor shed light on the close bilateral relations between India and Maldives, spanning trade, tourism and business. He emphasized the importance of building on linkages between the peoples of Maldives and Maharashtra to advance cooperation in these and other areas. Meanwhile, President Dr. Muiz thanked the governor and the people of Mumbai for their warm welcome and generous hospitality. The President highlighted the upcoming 60th anniversary of formal diplomatic relations with India, emphasizing the Maldives' valued relationship with India. Following the meeting, President Dr. Muiz and First Lady Sajida Mohammed attended an official dinner hosted by the Governor of Maharashtra. Members of the presidential delegation and senior officials from the government of Maharashtra were present at the dinner. The event took place in the evening of October 8th as part of President Dr. Muiz's ongoing state visit to India.
Minister of Finance Musa Zamir highlights the investment opportunities for Indian entrepreneurs in the Maldives. He made the remarks during the inaugural Invest Maldives Forum in India, New Delhi, emphasizing the potential for collaboration between the two countries in economic initiatives.
Speaking at the forum, Minister Zamir noted that business leaders from both nations can significantly contribute to realizing President Dr. Mohammad Muiz's economic vision for 2028. He explained that formulating a fiscal reform agenda aimed at reducing debt and improving fiscal stability will be tackled in two phases. Additionally, Minister Zamir stressed the government's commitment to renewable energy investments, aiming for 33% of the country's energy consumption to come from renewable sources, which will help lower fuel costs. He also underscored the importance of developing private enterprises in this context. Furthermore, Minister Zamir discussed the government's strategy to diversify tourist markets and promote tourism across the Maldives, especially in the southern and northern regions. He also said that key projects include the development of Addo City International Airport and Hanimadu International Airport. The government plans to establish 6,000 tourism beds in Addu and 10,000 in Gafdal atoll to enhance tourism across the country.
Minister of Housing, Land and Urban Development Dr. Ali Haider Ahmad reveals that teams from the Housing Ministry will visit islands aiming to seek a public opinion on the National Development Plan.
Speaking at a press conference, Minister Dr. Haider stated that the National Development Plan will take several things into consideration, including the availability of natural resources, how resource can be allocated, and ways to preserve the resources sustainably. The minister noted that the information pertaining to the working population and the living standards will be taken into consideration. Furthermore, Minister Dr. Haider stated that public involvement will be the top priority when drafting the plan. As such, he revealed plans to send the ministry's teams to islands and interview public individuals. President Dr. Mohammad Muiz announced the initiation of a 20-year National Development Master Plan on September 17th. The project, which holds significant legal authority, marks a major step in fulfilling a key presidential pledge. In a video message shared on social media, the president noted that the master plan is designed to provide a comprehensive framework for the long-term development of the Maldives, incorporating the voices and decisions of its citizens. According to him, the goal is to ensure that the plan reflects the needs and aspirations of the people while fostering national growth.
Mammati asli mage dammartiye aliko ding mage
الله أكبر الله أكبر الله أكبر الله أكبر أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله أشهد أن محمدًا رسول الله أشهد أن محمدًا رسول الله حي على الصلاة حي على الصلاة حي على الفلاح حي على الفلاح الله أكبر الله أكبر لا إله إلا الله اللهم رب هذه الدعوة التامة والصلاة القائمة آت محمدا الوسيلة والفضيلة والدرجة الرفيعة وبعثه مقاما محمودا الذي وعدته وارزقنا شفاعته برحمتك يا أرحم الراحمين وصلى الله على محمد وآله وصحبه وسلم والحمد لله رب العالمين.
ಮಗುಮತಿಗೆ ಸಲಾಮತ ರಕ್ಕಾತಿರಿಕಮಂ ಹೆದಿಫಾವಾ ಕವಾದುತಕ ಸಮಾಲು ವೆಲವ್ವ ಫಿಹಾರತಕ ಮಿಸ್ಕಿತವ್ವಣ್ಣ ದೊರು ಬಂದುವಾಗುತ ಪಾಕು ನುಕುರವ್ವ ಉಳಂದೆ ಓವರ್ಟೇಕ್ ಕುರಾಯರು ಓವರ್ಟೇಕ್ ಕುರುಮುಗೆ ಕವಾದುತಕ ಸಮಾಲು ವೆಲವ್ವ ಸ್ಪೀಡ್ ಲಿಮಿಟವ್ವುರೆ ಬಾರಣ್ಣುದುವ್ವ ದುವ್ವಾಯಿರು ಫೋಣ ಹೆಡ್ಫೋನ್ ಫದ ತಕಿತಿ ಬೇಣು ನುಕುರವ್ವ ಮಗು ಹುರಸ್ಕುರ ಮೀಹುಣ್ಣ ಮಗು ಹುರಸ್ಕುರುಮ ಫುರುಸತು ದೆವ್ವ ಸ್ಯಾಕಲುಗ ಬೊಡೆತಿ ಎಚ್ಚಹಿ ನೂಫುಲ್ಲವ ಮಗುಮಚ್ಚಕಿ ಎಮ್ಮೆಂಗೆ ತಣೆ ಮಗುಮತೀಗ ಎಮ್ಮೆಂಗೆ ಸಲಾಮತ ರಕ್ಕಾತಿರಿಕಮ ವಿಸ್ನವ ಫರುದಿ ಜಿಮ್ಮ ಅದಾಕುರವ್ವ
Minister of Cities, Local Government and Public Works Adam Sharif Umar announces that the newly launched Agri Board will play a key role in ensuring food security in the Maldives. He made the statement during the launch ceremony of a first Agri Board at a ceremony held in Hulumale Phase 1.
Speaking at the ceremony, Minister Adam Sharif emphasized that the introduction of the Agri Board marks a historic milestone for the country, significantly enhancing the agricultural sector and improving the livelihoods of citizens. He noted that the advanced design of the vessel would create new business opportunities in agriculture and ensure more efficient and timely delivery of produce. The agri-boards are being developed under the United Nations Development Programme (UNDP) project for developing a sustainable agricultural economy with support from the government of Japan. The design of the vessel was conceptualized by the Marine Police of the Maldives Police Service (MPS) and the Ministry of Economic Development and Trade, along with the Minister of Agriculture and Animal Welfare. Meanwhile, Ambassador of Japan to the Maldives, Takuechi Midori, reaffirmed Japan's commitment to assist in the Maldivian government in achieving food security. She also highlighted that the Agri-Board would generate employment and further expand the agricultural sector. The Agri-Board, specifically designed to meet the unique challenges of the Maldivian environment, includes grain storage, solar-powered cold and dry storage facilities, and crew quarters. The vessel operates in an eco-friendly manner, utilizing solar cold storage to minimize environmental impact. It is set to travel from Lam Atoll to Malé City, delivering fresh produce.
The Ministry of Health announces that the World Health Organization (WHO) has honored the Maldives with a prestigious award in recognition of its exceptional achievements in public health. The award was presented during the 77th session of the WHO Regional Committee for the Southeast Asia region. The Health Ministry said that the WHO highlighted the accomplishments of several countries at the regional level, including the Maldives, for their remarkable public health successes. The Maldives received the award for its significant progress in eradicating hepatitis B, reducing under 5 mortality rates, and improving outcomes related to neonatal health and maternal care during pregnancy up to 20 weeks. Alongside the Maldives, the Democratic Republic of Korea, Indonesia, Sri Lanka and Thailand were also recognized for reaching this milestone. The WHO officially declared the Maldives free of hepatitis B in January this year. The organization also praised the success of the Maldives vaccination campaigns and the enhancement of its prenatal care system. Ministry of Higher Education, Labour and Skills Development announces that over 300 scholarship opportunities have been opened so far this year. The Higher Education Ministry revealed that while a total of 53 scholarship schemes were announced, a total of 345 scholarship opportunities were open. It noted that these schemes include the Presidential Scholarship and High Achievers Scholarship awarded to students with an exceptional performance in their A-level examinations. It also includes the Accounting Scholarship as well. Furthermore, the ministry additionally stated that scholarship opportunities were provided from foreign countries such as China, Turkey and the United Kingdom. Scholarship opportunities offered from foreign countries are often fully funded or partially funded due to the close bilateral relations with the Maldives. The ministry disclosed that 681 students have departed to seek higher education abroad so far this year. While the government provides scholarship opportunities for students to pursue higher education, it also provides student loans for students as well. The free cargo storage period at the commercial port of Male is set to be reduced, according to Chief Executive Officer CEO Mohammad Wajih Ibrahim. He announced this change during a ceremony marking the arrival of the Maersk Line's cargo ship, the world's largest shipping line, to the Maldives. Wajih highlighted the limited space available for storing goods at the commercial port, which currently accommodates 2,200 containers at a time. Due to the port's constrained resources, the free storage period will be shortened to allow more efficient handling of incoming cargo. Specifically, the free storage period for long-lasting and dry product containers will be cut to 7 days, while other containers will have a reduced storage period of 5 days. Currently, all container types can be stored for free for 10 days. Wajih emphasized that this change is necessary, citing a recent incident where 120 containers could not be unloaded due to lack of space. He urged traders and importers to cooperate with the new regulations to ensure smooth operations at the port. The Maldives Industrial Fisheries Company, MIFCO, announces an opportunity for interested parties to conduct an Environmental Impact Assessment EIA for the establishment of ice plants on 3 islands, Midu and Bandidu in Dal Atoll and Funadu in Shavian Atoll. MIFCO plans to construct ice plants with storage capacities of 30 and 50 tons. Proposals for the EIA are being solicited with the submission deadline of October 14th at 1300 hours. Bids will be opened on the same day at 1400 hours. The Ministry of Fisheries and Marine Resources awarded the contract to MIFCO on September 24th. These ice plants are being developed with funding from the government's budget, specifically from the Public Sector Investment Program PSIP, with a total project cost of $1.6 million. The project is expected to be completed within 8 months. MIFCO has noted that the local councils have generously provided land for the ice plant development at no cost, highlighting the support of island councils for the fishing community. The Reserve Bank of India (RBI) holds rates but changed its policy stance to neutral, signaling rate cuts ahead.
The RBI kept its key interest rate unchanged on Wednesday as widely expected but changed its policy stance to neutral, opening the door for rate cuts as early as December. The Monetary Policy Committee (MPC), which consists of 3 RBI and 3 external members, kept the repo rate unchanged at 6.50% for a 10th straight policy meeting. The committee, however, changed its policy stance to neutral from withdrawal of accommodation. The committee voted unanimously to change the stance, but said they will remain focused on the durable alignment of inflation to target while supporting growth.
The MPC decided unanimously to change the stance to neutral and to remain unambiguously focused on a durable alignment of inflation with the target while supporting growth.
5 out of 6 members vote in favor of holding rates. Newly appointed external member of the committee, Nagesh Kumar, voted to cut the policy rate by 25 basis points.
It's with a lot of effort that the inflation horse has been brought to the stable, that is closer to the target within the tolerance band compared to its highest or heightened levels 2 years ago. We have to be very careful about opening the gate, as the horse may simply bolt again. We must keep the horse in tight leash so that we do not lose control.
India targets to keep retail inflation at 4%. The MPC last changed rates in February 2023 when the policy rate was raised to 6.50%. It raised rates by a cumulative 250 basis points (BPS) between April 2022 and February 2023 as the economy emerged from the COVID-19 pandemic and inflation took off.
United Nations Secretary General Antonio Guterres says that the draft Israeli legislation that would stop the UN Palestinian Refugee Agency working in the Gaza Strip and West Bank would be a catastrophe if enacted, raising his concerns with Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu.
The Israeli parliament in July gave preliminary approval to a bill that would declare UNRWA a terrorist organization. Israeli leaders have accused UNRWA staff of collaborating with Hamas militants in Gaza. UNRWA provides education, health and aid to millions of Palestinians in Gaza, the West Bank, Jordan, Lebanon and Syria.
Without UNRWA, the delivery of food, shelter and health care to most Gaza's population would grind to a halt. Without UNRWA, Gaza's 660,000 children would lose the only entity that is able to restart education, risking the fate of an entire generation. And without UNRWA, many health, education and social services would also end in the occupied West Bank, including East Jerusalem. If approved, such legislation would be diametrically opposed to the UN Charter and in violation of Israel's obligations under international law.
UNRWA has long had tense relations with Israel, but ties have deteriorated sharply since the start of the war in Gaza. The Hamas attack on October 7 triggered Israel's retaliation in Gaza, sparking a humanitarian crisis in the besieged enclave, where authorities say more than 41,000 people have been killed.
There is something fundamentally wrong in the way this war is being conducted. Ordering civilians to evacuate does not keep them safe if they have no safe place to go and no shelter, food, medicine or water. And no place is safe in Gaza and no one is safe. International law is unambiguous. Civilians everywhere must be respected and protected, and their essential needs must be met, including through humanitarian assistance. All hostages must be released. And I strongly condemn all violations of international humanitarian law in Gaza.
The conflict in Gaza has raised fears of all-out regional war, pitting Israel against Iran and the militant groups that it backs, including Lebanon's Hezbollah. Israel's military on Tuesday deployed more troops in South Lebanon, signaling an expanding ground offensive against Hezbollah. Guterres appealed to Israel and Hezbollah to respect the safety and security of UNIFIL peacekeepers in southern Lebanon. He said that Israeli forces operating adjacent to a UNIFIL position, staffed by Irish peacekeepers, had left after he complained on Monday to different entities.
Former Barcelona and Spain midfielder Andres Iniesta announces his retirement after a glittering trophy-laden career spanning 24 years.
Iniesta, who's 40 years old, was at the heart of the Spain and Barcelona midfield during a period of sustained success for both teams in the late 2000s and early 2010s. The technically gifted Iniesta made 131 appearances for Spain, scoring the only goal of the 2010 World Cup final with a last gasp strike to earn his country victory over the Netherlands as they lifted the global title for the first time. He also played a key role in Spain winning the 2008 European Championship to snap a 44-year trophy drought and was named player of the tournament when they successfully defended the title in 2012. Born in the tiny village of Fuentealbilla, less than an hour's drive southeast from capital Madrid, Iniesta joined Barcelona's La Masia youth academy at 12 years old and made 674 appearances for the Spanish side, captaining them for 3 seasons. A year before becoming Spain's World Cup final hero, Iniesta worked his magic in a Champions League semi-final against Chelsea. His brilliant shot deep in added time secured Barca a place in the final, and they went on to lift the trophy, Pep Guardiola's first European Cup triumph as a coach. Iniesta won 9 La Liga titles with Barca, 4 Champions League titles, 6 Copa del Rey crowns, 2 UEFA Super Cups and 3 FIFA Club World Cups, many of them alongside Javi Hernandez, a rival for the accolade of being described as the best Spanish footballer of all time. Runner-up for the 2010 Ballon d'Or, behind Messi, Iniesta called time on his magnificent spells with Spain and Barcelona in 2018 and moved to Japan to play for Vissel Kobe.
British-Canadian scientist Geoffrey Hinton warns of AI dangers and advocated further research.
Hinton, widely credited as the father of artificial intelligence, warned of the potential dangers of AI and advocated further research just hours after being announced as a co-winner of the 2024 Nobel Prize in Physics. Hinton told reporters he was extremely surprised to win. He shares the prize with US scientist John Hopfield for discoveries and inventions in machine learning that paved the way for the AI boom. Hinton said that he has high hopes for AI's role in productivity, particularly in the healthcare industry. However, he warned that researchers need to find ways to put safeguards on AI.
I'm hoping AI will lead to tremendous benefits, to tremendous increases in productivity, and to a better life for everybody. I'm convinced that it will do that in healthcare. My worry is that it may also lead to bad things. And in particular, when we get things more intelligent than ourselves, no one really knows whether we're going to be able to control them.
Hinton said that the industry does not yet know how to avoid catastrophic scenarios. He said that scientists believe that AI will become smarter than humans in the next 20 years.
Okay, so most of the top researchers I know believe that AI will become more intelligent than people. They vary on the timescales. A lot of them believe that that will happen sometime in the next 20 years. Some of them believe it will happen sooner. Some of them believe it will take much longer. But quite a few good researchers believe that sometime in the next 20 years, AI will become more intelligent than us. And we need to think hard about what happens then.
Hinton made headlines when he quit his job at Google last year to be able to more easily speak about the dangers of the technology he had pioneered.
And that's all we have for this hour. Thank you for watching. Wish you all a very pleasant time ahead.
Assalamualaikum, dunia kali program Balti PM Hafarata Kamar